I'm going to share some of my understandings that I've acquired for myself in how to look at getting you to your goals in the easiest, quickest way. And I know many of you out there are looking for that easy shortcut, that quick way. And throughout this video, I'm going to explain to you what I've come to see in some mindset shifts that I've had and some beliefs and some, you call it programs, that I've got within myself. That have actually really helped me to see and understand, like, what does it mean for something to be easy? And like, how can I basically know and have certainty I'm going to hit my goals? Okay. So I'll get into that in a moment, but, I just want to share a little bit because I've been reflecting a lot over the weekend. I'm chatting with my wife where we've been married for a little while now. We met almost 3 years ago now, and it's been really cool. I do not wish, like, when I look back, and I could be like, oh, I wish it was easier. I don't wish it would be easier. I just wish that I had a bit more patience and a bit more understanding. And there's like key critical moments where, like, have you ever had this situation, right? Where you have a relationship with someone, whether it's significant other, business partner, friend, whatever. And you, like, one of you ends up like kind of giving up. Like, you probably have goals together or something, but then you just sort of lose it. Like, you lose that drive together and then you settle for mediocrity. That's this dangerous thing that will happen because by default, it's like a relationship and even how we look at our own lives, we'll start to accept our weaknesses. And we just say, that's just kind of the way things are and whatever, let's get through it, right? But tell me, you get to the end of your life. Is that what you want your life to be remembered as? It's like, ooh, yeah, I'm so glad that I was weak. I'm so glad that I didn't aspire to that much. Or even if I did aspire to a lot, I'm glad I didn't really get all of it. It's like, come on now. Do you want your life to be like that? Or do you want, at the end of the day, to be able to say, like, wow, I actually did my best? So here's some cool reframes that I've had. There's a few, but just off the top of my head, one is stop looking for things to be easy. Like, stop looking for the easy way out. I used to be obsessed with this. I used to become a master of looking for the easy way out. And guess what? I had also mastered staying broke. Okay. So instead of looking for the easy way out, because that's like, here's a question. Why do you think people are always looking for the easy way out? Leave a comment. Why do you think people are always looking for the easy way out? A lot of it has to do with pressure, right? To build something in the world, there is a sense of pressure and stress that comes with it. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, I'm not making this video to get you all rah-rah and hyped up and make you think that you can conquer anything per se. I'm going to help you understand why you can actually conquer everything. Not so it's a feeling, but it's an actual understanding. I'm going to do my best for that. So my most successful people that I work with and my friends, they are not ones to say, oh, make it easy. They're the ones to say, hey, if there's an easier way than a more difficult way, as long as it's the best way, sure, go for the easy way, right? But you got to understand that. But the other part is stop wishing for it to get easier. Just realize you can do more. It's like the more you do, the more you realize you can do. So rather just do the best thing and realize you can get stronger. And that's actually way more satisfying. Like, I'm so much more impressed with the person that has a situation come up, then they choose to do the best thing, and maybe they struggle and it takes them a little bit longer to hit their goal. So much more impressed with that than the person who looks for the easy way out and then they, invest in some crypto thing or whatever. And of course, that person, if they didn't have to go through that hardship or that trial or the failures, what good is your crypto anyway? Like, it's not about just getting to some money. It's about developing yourself as a person, because life's so much more than just your money, even though money is obviously key. Okay. Some other ways that I've come to really appreciate this of like becoming better, like fundamentally better, where you're like able to weather the storm and the hardships, is because it develops something called self-trust. And when you have that self-trust dialed in, like, rate yourself right now, 1 to 10. How much do you actually trust yourself? You don't have to put in the comments. Don't bullshit yourself though. How much do you actually trust yourself to go and do the best thing, right? To really hit those goals that you have. And if you're saying 10 out of 10 on that self-trust, I really challenge you on that, because there's something called false certainty and false confidence. I'm not saying that you exactly have this, but I'm at least going to bring it up because you're only going to screw yourself over if you lie to yourself about this. So if you're at like a 5 out of 10 on self-trust, ask yourself, what would my life look like if it was a 6 out of 10? Like, look at your past week and the week ahead, and look at what does a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10 on self-trust look like? And that alone, that cognition right there can open up so much for yourself, because when you're able to then look at your environment and see, oh, if I trusted myself a little bit more, I'd probably spend more time doing this. So less time doing that. I do this earlier in the day. It's like the snowball happens. And if I look back at my past life, or my past 2 years of my life, I've reformulated my schedule and my to-dos many times, because when you get to a certain level of money that you make, then the systems break, and then you have to create a new system. Then you get to another level, and then the system breaks again, and then you have to get to the next level. As well as me cutting off some of my old businesses I used to do. Like, I made bank in e-commerce, like a lot of money, but I had to look at who am I. Right? I was just attempting to do the easy way out, just sit behind my computer screen, even though it sucked. And for 8 hours a day, well, for 24/7, I was anxious about it, because, different companies, PayPal, stuff like that, could shut down your store at any minute. You have supply chain issues and stuff. So it wasn't actually the easy way out. It just felt easy because I was comfortable sitting behind my computer screen. But like, that was a decision I had to make. And it was harder to then decide, nope, I'm going to go into direct sales, and I'm going to only sell this one product that I really, I'm going to say I believe in, but you know what I mean. It's like, I know this thing works, and I know it's the best thing for me to do. And now it's paid off extremely well. And I have a long ways to go with it. But throughout that journey, right, who I am and the people I surround myself with, we're the kind of people that aren't looking for the easy way out. There will still be some things that is like, makes life more convenient. And there will be things that make it a bit easier. Like, having a new iPhone makes it easier to make quality videos, instead of me having to go get a Nikon camera and then convert stuff and, the whole thing. It's like, there are certain things that just make sense. Do that. But if you're looking for something that's going to take the emotional burden off, I would really encourage you to look at, who will you become when you realize you can handle more? Now, if you're not able to, like, if you don't have a process every day of like using TechnoTutor, doing self-forgiveness writing, it's going to be very hard for you. It's going to be damn near impossible for you to be able to handle more and more and more responsibility, because it's like putting a bunch of new stuff onto a computer. If the computer doesn't have the right setup and the software and the hardware, it can't actually run the program, right? And so that's what all this is about. But when you can do that, and you can learn to just embrace the hardship and realize that it makes your life so great, and it's so much more fun because you have amazing like war stories and stuff. You can really develop that self-trust. And you really, in a sense, you almost become invincible, right? Because you just make that decision, I'm never going to give up, right? So ultimately, for you, who wants your life to be easier, here's the easiest way to do it. Just make the decision that you stop caring about it being easy. You make that decision, right? And then you just move forward full speed ahead within the principle of doing what's best, not just what comes easy. And your life will start to look very, very different. Maybe not tomorrow, but in the next week, 2 weeks, month, so on and so forth, you become a brand new person. And I'm so proud of the people around me that have done this, because it inspires me. And that's why I'm making this video. So, all right, cool. See you in the next one.